Welcome to my channel. In this video, I will be sharing with you 10 practical and effective ways to save money and build wealth. Whether you're just starting out on your financial journey or looking for ways to optimize your existing strategies, these tips will help you achieve your financial goals and improve your overall financial well-being. So, let's dive in. Tip number 1, create a budget. The first step in taking control of your finances is to create a budget. A budget is a financial plan that helps you manage your money, track your expenses, and save for the future. It is a roadmap that can help you achieve your financial goals. To create a budget, start by tracking your expenses for a month to get a better understanding of where your money is going. This means keeping track of every dollar you spend, including bills, groceries, entertainment, and any other expenses. You can use a spreadsheet or a budgeting app to help you keep track of your expenses. Once you have tracked your spending, you can create a budget that allocates your income towards fixed expenses such as rent, mortgage payments, utilities, and food, and discretionary expenses such as entertainment and travel. It's important to prioritize savings in your budget so you can save for emergencies, retirement, and other financial goals. When creating your budget, it's essential to be realistic about your expenses and income. Don't underestimate your expenses, and don't overestimate your income. Make sure you include any irregular expenses, such as annual subscriptions or insurance payments, in your budget. And if you have variable income, such as freelance work or a commission-based job, make sure to account for fluctuations in your income. It's also important to review your budget regularly to make sure it still works for you. If you find that you're consistently overspending in certain areas, you may need to adjust your budget accordingly. For example, if you're spending too much on entertainment, you may need to cut back on eating out or going to the movies. Tip number 2, reduce unnecessary expenses. Once you have created your budget, the next step is to reduce unnecessary expenses. This means cutting back on expenses that are not essential to your daily life. For example, you can cut back on eating out or buying expensive coffee, and instead, cook meals at home and make your coffee. To reduce unnecessary expenses, you can also look for ways to save money on bills, such as switching to a cheaper internet or phone plan. You can also consider cutting back on subscriptions to services that you don't use regularly. Another way to reduce unnecessary expenses is to shop smart. This means buying items when they are on sale or using coupons and discounts. You can also buy items in bulk, which can save you money in the long run. Tip number 3, pay off debt. Paying off debt is another crucial step in taking control of your finances. Debt can be a significant burden, and it can prevent you from achieving your financial goals. To pay off debt, start by making a list of all your debts, including credit card debt, student loans, and car loans. Then, prioritize your debts by interest rate, and focus on paying off the debt with the highest interest rate first. To pay off debt, you can also consider consolidating your debt into one loan, which can help you save money on interest. You can also look for ways to reduce your expenses, such as cutting back on unnecessary expenses, to free up money to pay off your debt. Another strategy for paying off debt is to increase your income. This can mean taking on a side hustle or freelance work to bring in extra money that you can put towards your debt. Tip number 4, build an emergency fund. Building an emergency fund is an essential step in achieving financial security. An emergency fund is money set aside for unexpected expenses such as medical bills, car repairs, or job loss. Having an emergency fund can prevent you from going into debt or dipping into your savings when unexpected expenses arise. To build an emergency fund, start by setting a goal for how much you want to save. It's recommended to have at least 3 to 6 months of living expenses saved in your emergency fund. You can start small by setting aside a small amount each month and gradually increasing the amount you save as you are able. It's also essential to keep your emergency fund separate from your regular checking or savings account, so you're not tempted to dip into it for everyday expenses. Consider opening a separate high-yield savings account that is easily accessible but separate from your regular accounts. Tip number 5. Invest in your future. Investing in your future is another crucial step in achieving financial security. Investing can help you grow your wealth and prepare for retirement. There are many different types of investments, including stocks, bonds, real estate, and mutual funds. When it comes to investing, it's important to understand the risks and rewards of each type of investment. Some investments carry a higher risk but also have the potential for higher returns, while others are lower risk but also have lower returns. It's also important to consider your investment goals and timeline. If you are investing for retirement, you may want to consider more long-term investments such as stocks or mutual funds. If you are saving for a short-term goal, such as a down payment on a house, you may want to consider a lower-risk investment such as a high-yield savings account or CD. It's also essential to diversify your investments to reduce risk. This means investing in a variety of different types of assets, so if one investment performs poorly, it won't have a significant impact on your overall portfolio. Tip number 6. Maximize your income. Maximizing your income is another important step in achieving financial security. There are many ways to increase your income, including negotiating a raise at work, taking on a side hustle or freelance work, or starting your own business. To maximize your income, start by assessing your skills and experience and identifying ways to leverage them for additional income. You can also consider taking on additional education or training to increase your earning potential. Another way to maximize your income is to negotiate your salary or rates. Research industry standards for your job or freelance work and come prepared with evidence of your worth to negotiate a higher rate. Tip number 7. Protect your assets. Protecting your assets is an essential step in achieving financial security. Your assets may include your home, car, investments, and other valuable possessions. To protect your assets, start by assessing your insurance needs. Consider purchasing homeowners or renters insurance, auto insurance, and life insurance to protect yourself and your loved ones from unexpected events. It's also essential to protect your identity and financial information. Keep your personal and financial information secure by using strong passwords, monitoring your credit report regularly, and being cautious about sharing your information online. Tip number 8. Plan for retirement. Planning for retirement is an important step in achieving financial security. Retirement planning involves determining how much money you will need to live comfortably in retirement and developing a plan to save and invest for retirement. Start by estimating your retirement expenses and income. Consider factors such as your lifestyle, healthcare costs, and potential income sources such as Social Security or a pension. Once you have a clear picture of your retirement needs, you can develop a plan to save and invest for retirement. There are many retirement savings options available, including 401k plans, IRAs, and Roth IRAs. Consider working with a financial advisor to develop a personalized retirement plan that takes into account your goals, risk tolerance, and timeline. Tip number 9. Give back. Giving back is an important aspect of achieving financial security. Giving to others can bring a sense of purpose and fulfillment, and it can also have financial benefits such as tax deductions. Consider donating to charitable organizations or volunteering your time to help others in need. You can also consider giving back to your community by supporting local businesses and organizations. Giving back doesn't have to be limited to monetary donations. You can also give back by sharing your knowledge and expertise with others, mentoring or coaching, or providing support to those in need. Tip number 10. Continuously educate yourself. Continuously educating yourself is a crucial aspect of achieving financial security. Financial markets and strategies are constantly evolving, and it's essential to stay up to date with the latest trends and developments. Start by reading books and articles on personal finance and investing. You can also attend seminars and workshops or take online courses to deepen your knowledge and skills. It's also important to seek advice from financial professionals when necessary. Consider working with a financial advisor or accountant to develop a personalized financial plan that aligns with your goals and risk tolerance. Finally, don't be afraid to ask questions and seek out new opportunities to learn. By continuously educating yourself, you can make informed financial decisions and work towards achieving long-term financial security. Here are 10 actionable ways to save money and build wealth. Remember, wealth building is a journey, not a destination. Focus on your goals, be patient, and don't be afraid to make adjustments as needed. Don't forget to subscribe for more practical personal finance advice. Thanks for watching. See you next time. Subscribe for money. Subscribe for money. Subscribe for money, man.